my name is Annalise Croft, and my story starts on October 9th, 2017. This story is about my little sister Olivia, who was born only 4 pounds, so there was an immediate concern for her health. Doctors ran a bunch of tests and a lot of blood work and realized that she had an autoimmune disease called MCAD. After a couple days, she was transferred through a helicopter to CHOP, which is Children's Hospital of Philly, so I didn't get to see her when she was first born for about 2 weeks until she came home. My parents had to take courses on what MCAD was and then came home and taught it to me. So MCAD is an autoimmune disease that affects the way that you break down any type of fat in your body. Bigger fats are harder to break down, therefore we have to avoid cooking with them, cleaning with them, using them at all. A big thing is we are not allowed to have coconut oil in my house. She cannot break it down. Another thing is she can't break her own fast, so she has to eat every 4 hours. When she was first born, it was every 2 hours, but now it's every 4 hours, so somebody has to be up every 4 hours feeding her. And the last biggest thing is that she can't get sick. If she gets sick, it's an immediate hospital visit and it's a couple-day process. Anything from just not feeling good, running a temperature, possibly not wanting to eat, anything like that it was a hospital visit. Like, no questions asked, that was it. We did pretty good with it the first year and a half, and then around December of 2018, she completely changed the way that she was acting towards us. She didn't want anyone around her. She got really rude, and she was only 1.5, so everyone was really, or she was about 1, a little over 1. Everyone was really concerned. So they kept running tests, nothing was coming back, and then in January of 2019, she got really sick, was in the hospital for 2 weeks, and they released her, everything was fine. And then the week of May 17th, 2019, she went back in the hospital and was really sick this time, so they ran more tests and they realized that she had acute leukemia, and they had diagnosed her on May 17, 2019, so she was only 1.5 years old. I blamed myself a lot for it, even though they tell you not to, but I really did. I stopped eating. I literally would just cry for days and days and days. There was nothing that would make me feel better. I don't know exactly why I blame myself, but I always did. I saw this little girl fight the toughest battle of probably what her life will be. She lost her hair twice due to chemo. She does chemo once a month, but for a year and a half it was once a week. So she would go in, get her chemo, come home, everything was good. When Corona first started and everything got shut down, she was still having to go to the hospital. So she is currently still battling leukemia, but she's in something called the maintenance phase, which the maintenance phase means that she's pretty much almost done. She's about a year left of chemo, and then she should be done, hopefully. She should ring the bell in about a year. When she was first diagnosed, she would eat and all of that, but around July of 2019, she stopped eating, and she got a feeding tube from her nose to the back of her throat, and we would have to like punch in the volume, the rate, all of that, and we thought she was only going to have that for a little bit. She currently still has it, but now it's a G-tube in the side of her stomach, and that's how she gets fed because she just stopped eating. She would not walk and would not talk for the longest, and she's just starting to now gain that back. She's starting to slowly show all of us affection again, which is like insane. I learned a lot throughout this process, and I think the biggest thing was that no matter what you're going through, there's always someone going through something much worse. My sister is still fighting and will continue to fight until she's cancer free.